Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am on a very different adventure. I have come to a place called Landsberg am Lek, and there's a wildlife park here which I wanted to explore for a long time. I just reached here and I was welcomed by a very beautiful sunrise and a strip of trees which looked very beautiful right in front of the rising sun. So I just stopped, set up my camera, and I'm starting to take some photos. So I put my long lens on so that I could reach to the trees which are really far. And when finally I looked through the camera, I saw that above the trees and in front of the sunrise, where there is golden light, some birds were like crossing and they looked really beautiful. So I just stayed here for a while because I wanted to capture the birds in flight. So yeah, I'm just waiting and let's see if that happens. It has been almost 15 minutes since I have been standing here, and the problem is that sun is rising and it's getting brighter. So that golden hour is kind of going. My plan was to actually reach the wildlife park and check out the wildlife over there. I've heard that they have deer and boars, but I'm waiting here just to get that one shot with the birds in flight above the trees in the rising sun. I think I finally got the photo I wanted. I saw some birds, or at least one bird, flying right over the tree and across the tree. So yeah, I think I got the shot. By this time, I had spent almost 45 minutes just standing at the same location waiting for that perfect shot. But it was time to move on and reach the wildlife park. I was very excited because it would be the first time I would be out exploring for wildlife, and this one seemed very promising. But I had no idea how the whole terrain, whole area would be. So it was a completely unknown land for me. It is truly a beautiful place. I don't think I have been to a park, a wildlife park like this in Germany before. So it's a new experience for me. I'm trying to keep a bit quiet so that the wildlife are not disturbed. But yeah, it looks very beautiful. I can see some small birds chirruping, but I haven't seen any deer over here yet. From that point onward, I started to follow a walking trail. I saw a few people following that route, and I thought that it would be a good place to explore and see if there were any wildlife. Although I couldn't find any wildlife over there, I came across a nice composition. This was a bit abstract, just some squiggly lines of color in the water, and I thought, let me just stop and take a shot over here. After taking the last shot, I explored the area around the lake but couldn't really find any wildlife over there. Since I was in search of deers, I decided to go a bit back to the dense forested area where I was earlier and see if there were any spots where I could find those deers. Although the place looked beautiful, I didn't find any wildlife over there, and it seemed to me that I was going a bit uphill and had a feeling that I wouldn't be able to find any deers uphill. As I was new to this area, I had no idea which way should I go, so I decided to just go further and see what's where. Until now, I haven't seen any wildlife such as deer or boar. So I'm guessing that I'm not at the right place. I can see that there is a bottommost part of the hill which is quite plain and has a pond and a bridge on it. So I suppose that deer would be there. So I'll try to find a way down and yeah, explore the area. I need to be a bit careful here because this seems to be quite dangerous. As I was going downhill through those sketchy stairs, I had got really tired and wanted to go back home. I had almost lost the hope to find any wildlife, but to my surprise, I was greeted by a bunch of ducks just chilling in a pond. As I started to explore the area, I looked to my right and there they were, a bunch of deers. I guess they had noticed me before I did them because all of them were looking at me. This encounter lasted only for a few seconds because after this they just ran away, and I think this was the cue for me to go back as well. So thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.